Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. Welcome to March, and welcome to Talking Fitchburg on another beautiful day out there with, storms coming in later this week. It's okay. We'll take it. Still going to stay right in the normal to above normal in the temperatures, and still got some snow chances and a big storm coming this weekend. So make sure you check ahead for those travel plans as it could be a little dicey driving, especially Friday night into Saturday morning. So I want to keep that. Plus, there's thunderstorms in the forecast. So I'm excited. Andrew's like, ugh, not again. Only because I'm saying that out loud. Otherwise, coming up on the show, besides your headlines, we'll take you out or talk about the burn awareness. It took place, so we had an interview earlier in February. Bring that back for you, talk a little bit about it. I know it's not Burn Awareness Month now, but still good to talk about it and all the great things that go along with education from my Wisconsin charitable foundation. We'll check in with those folks here coming up. And we have an update from Cece at the rec department. She'll have the latest on jobs, the summer activities, spring break activity ideas. She's got it all for you, and how to get me active too. So all of the above. And maybe I'll just give her a hard time about that. We'll have to wait and see. But let's start with some safety, ice safety. We had a good string above freezing temperatures to melt the snow on both today and tomorrow. And it looks like that trend is going to continue. So we want you to stay safe if you're ahead. One thing to be careful for is that one thing to be careful is that this will also be melting ice on lakes, ponds, streams. So you need to look out when you're heading out there. For you ice fisher folks, want to make sure you stay safe. Remember that ice is never 100% safe. So not a good idea to go out when you think it's even safe, or real safe, I should say. You want to be safe, but I don't know. I don't think I'd chance it right now. Andrew, would you chance the ice right now? He says no either. So, definitely check with your friends and see if they've been going out there. But I'm just guessing that ice isn't 12 inches thick anymore in some spots, especially with these temperatures. And it's only going to stay warm or be warm here now moving forward. So warmer, that is. So be safe if you're going to be planning on heading out in the ice. All right, March brings in, Red Cross Month. We want to make sure that you donate some blood, and let's talk about this. Mission in Wisconsin and in the UP of Upper Michigan has been so evident in just these past few days. Blood drives after ice storms, essentials, and birthday parties for people at a disaster shelter, service members brought home from military bases when a loved one passed away. These are all the activities that the Red Cross has been taking care of here in Wisconsin. It says, thank you, Governor Tori Evers, for this proclamation. If you are looking for a variety of inspiring ways to help people in our communities, join our mission. Find volunteer opportunities, blood drives, life-saving classes, and much more at redcross.org/local/Wisconsin. And you can help out. They provide a lot of great things here, and we're glad to have them here in Wisconsin and across the U.S. It's a great mission, and good to celebrate all of their accomplishments and more. Turning our attention to salt-wise, and got some trivia here for you, Andrew. Question 1. Can you guess how much extra salt is on these 10 sidewalk squares? Yeah, by cups. Any guesses? Andrew says he knows the answer, so 5. He says 5. Answer is 12 on 10 squares of sidewalk. If you see a sidewalk like this, you may want to contact the person and say, hey, this statistic's pretty startling. 12 extra cups of salt on 10 sidewalk squares. That's enough extra salt to pollute 240 gallons of water. 240 gallons of water. 12 cups of salt. Be salt wise, and you can see there way down at the end there's a broom and a bucket. Sweep that salt up and reuse it instead of letting it just go down the drain and pollute our waterways. So important this time of year, and I've seen this over many different places, and it's not a good idea. It only takes a little bit of salt to melt, and that's the key here. So sweep that stuff up. and keep it out of our waterways. Turning our attention to Youth Art Month. Wow, that's a tough one. And the Verona Area School District is celebrating it. It says here, March is Youth Art Month, and come see the amazing art the students have created, which looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Some of the art event, or this event, will be on Sunday. Actually, no, is that not? I'm just jumping ahead here. It's going to be some cool art. If I would just have clicked on the right one here to see what it looks like. Yeah, you can come celebrate at the school district K through 12 art exhibit, which I believe is at the high school gallery. So come celebrate with us. It's located at 234 Wildcat Way in Verona. And it features arts, again, from K through 12 this year. The public is invited for evening reception on Tuesday, March 8th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. to celebrate those great artists. Now, I was clicked on the Race for Grace, and that event is coming up too. You're going to want to join in on this one. Sunday, June 5th, 9 a.m. at a Grace right here in the Fitchburg area, or whatever you choose. Yeah, they're offering that virtual race as well. So to ensure all who would like to participate can, we are holding a hybrid event. You can choose a race with in person or virtually, anytime, anywhere you choose. Bibs will be provided to those who sign up for the in-person 5K run walk. Strollers are welcome on the course. So register the family members today. And this helps support families who need the services for a Grace, which is very helpful. And they also say appreciate the support from the Burby Walsh Foundation, Moving True Supreme Structure, I think it's Cutting and Butler, and Herzing University, all big sponsors there. They'll even have music and food at the celebration. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but get that on your calendar. Think warm thoughts too. That's good. All right. And then finally turning our attention to the plants. Yes. Plant Dane. It's time to get those plants. If you are interested, I know a lot of people who take advantage of this. This is great stuff. So if you want to order some native plants, $250 per plant, 50 plus species and kits available. Order deadline is March 22nd. Donate native plants to the school and community projects as well. And you can sign up for Native Landscaping, a beautiful solution to pollution webinar on March 8th. Go to www.rippleeffects, there's a dash in there, .com to order those plants today and make your donation to Plant Dane. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest, and we are excited. We are going to re-air our Burn Awareness Week interview we had earlier in the month of February. That's coming up next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Underlay, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from and I got to say it right here because it's a long title, but it's a great organization, Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation. It's Aine King. Aine, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. And how are you doing today?
Well, good morning, Jeremy. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm super excited about this opportunity to share more about the work we do, Burn Awareness Week, and all that we're doing to support burn survivors. But I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Quite an amazing organization, first and foremost. And not just because you awarded us last year a media award. We certainly are thankful for that. But it is an awesome organization overall. For people who aren't familiar with what the organization is about, how would you sum it up?
Yeah, we say we're champions for burn survivors, firefighters, and safe communities all around the state. So, we like to think that everyone is touched by the work we do, whether through our fire safety and prevention initiatives or the work we do to support firefighters and their families during times of need. Of course, our main goal is to prevent fires and burns from happening at all. But when a burn injury does occur, we're there to provide support to burn survivors of all ages and in all stages of recovery. So that's our largest program and the reason we're here today. But we say our burn survivor support program is all encompassing. It includes burn awareness and advocacy, support for and coordination with the 3 Wisconsin burn centers, burn prevention, and then our aftercare programming for burn survivors, which of course includes our annual summer camp for burn injured youth, which we're super excited about, and then our young adult leadership program for burn survivors.
How many, I guess overall, how many burns are we seeing in Wisconsin overall? And I don't need the exact number, but to say that it happens all the time, more than you think, and the outcomes of it, it's a long lasting recovery.
Absolutely, yeah. We do know that last year alone in Wisconsin, there were 40 fire-related fatalities just in Wisconsin alone in 2021. As far as burn injuries go, that's a little bit harder to track and measure, but we know that nationwide, across the United States, more than 450,000 people are receiving medical treatment for burn injuries every single year. So it's a huge number there.
And typically in Wisconsin, do you guys track any of the numbers in Wisconsin? Like we see more burns because of campfires or more burns because of cooking. How does that break down?
I am so glad you asked that because actually this year's theme for the American Burn Association National Burn Awareness Week is burning issues in the kitchen. And that's because this year, or actually, in fact, always, cooking is a leading cause of fires in the home. So I've got a stat here, actually 47% of all home fires are caused by cooking. So that's what we see most of. So this year's National Burn Awareness Week is focusing on that and preventing fires while cooking.
For somebody who's not familiar with the different types of burns, and I'm not going to ask you to break that down or anything, but overall, if you do have a severe burn, what are some of the challenges that are faced after the incident happens? So as you're going through the process of recovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the physical recovery is just the very first step. But then after a survivor receives physical treatment for their burn injuries, there's a lot of trauma caused by that. So that's one of the big goals of our summer camp for burn injured youth is to provide continued emotional healing from the trauma of these burns, build a lifelong support system for burn survivors. And then at burn camp, we just want kids to be a kid with other kids who have had similar experiences. So, it's a long road. It's unique for everyone, but we're proud to be able to support this programming to help in the emotional healing process.
Talking specifically about some of the burn and fire safety prevention that tie it together, how was that education? How do you get that out there? So are you working directly with the fire departments, hospitals? How does that prevention work together to get that information out?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, everything you just said. One of our big things every year is our fire safety newspapers and education. So every year we release around 500,000 physical print copies of this fire safety newspaper. It's really all encompassing. It has information on fire and burn prevention, burn treatment, burn awareness, home fire escape planning, the importance of working smoke alarms and fire sprinklers, gas and electrical safety, everyday risk reduction, and more. So every year we release that in conjunction with Fire Prevention Week. So we're super duper excited. This year is actually going to mark our 25th annual edition of that content. So we're working to make this year bigger and better than ever. So that content is released, or it's offered to students in every single school statewide. So we typically end up working with about 2,200 schools around the state, and getting it to students in those schools, as well as making it available to every fire department. And then we also release it in all 11 Gannett papers statewide. And this year, going along with the 25th annual edition and trying to make it bigger and better than ever, we're also trying to do more with digital content, as well as hitting other newspaper markets around the state to just try to get the newspaper everywhere around the state, and do what we can to prevent these fires and burns from happening at all.
Good note here. I'm gonna put that in my calendar right now that we got to get you on the show to celebrate 25 years of great information and safety information. So we'll make sure we do that. Turning quickly here, I know we're talking about burn prevention and stuff and burn awareness week, but firefighter support too. And maybe because we've talked about it a lot here with Adam Dorn and the Fitchburg Fire Department, but that has become, I think, an awesome campaign of really supporting, and not just related to fire. I mean, we're talking fire today, but all public safety officials need support in so many different ways. Why is that so important, and what is your organization doing to help firefighters?
Absolutely. Yeah, again, firefighter support is one of our 4 areas of programming. So one big thing this summer, we recently released a disaster assistance toolkit for firefighters. And the goal of that is to provide immediate assistance to firefighters and their families during times of need. So we actually already deployed that in 2021 following the Waukesha Holiday Parade tragedy. Caledonia firefighter's son, Eric Teagues, was seriously injured in the parade. So we immediately released our disaster assistance toolkit, and over $80,000 was raised for Eric and his family, which was fantastic. So we were blown away by the support from everyone across Wisconsin, and nationwide, really. So that was great. But we know firefighters are dealing with additional stressors, PTSD, mental health concerns. So this past year, we released our 2nd annual fire and EMS mental health survey. We got over 1,000 responses. So at this point, we're really trying to measure what the need is and then use that to inform our programming moving forward. So we've got a lot of things in the works there, but we know the support for firefighters is needed, now more than ever.
Absolutely, and what your organization is doing on all fronts is pretty amazing. As we wrap up here, if people want to donate, learn more, and support the organization, how can they do so?
Thank you for asking. Yeah. If you pop on our website, that's going to be pffwcf.org. We've got a Be a Champion button there. And that really breaks down all of our volunteer opportunities, ways to donate, and other ways to support and give back. So that would be wonderful. We're always looking for additional staff members at our summer camp for burn injured youth. So on our website, we will release staff applications a little bit later this spring. So that's a wonderful way to get involved, and super fun. But yeah, just follow us on Facebook, see what we're up to. And we're always, looking for volunteers to help out.
All right, Aiden, thank you so much for all the great information and the great work that you folks are doing over there. Certainly appreciate the time, and we will definitely get you back on the show, hopefully before burn or fire awareness week. But if we can get you back in here either time. Thank you so very much, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. Like I said, check out the website if you haven't, pffwcf.org for more information to learn about all the great things that this organization does. And we love sharing the information here on Talking Fitchburg. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching TF.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me from the Fitchburg Recreation Department, we've got Cece. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing wonderful and ready to talk some rec. And we start off with summer recreation jobs. Tis the season for job openings at the Recreation Department. What do you got lined up there this year?
Yep. So we have got multiple positions. We've got our program coordinator, who is the person who basically plans our summer programs and kind of manages all of our summer staff. We got program assistant, which are the people that are underneath our program coordinator, helping to run our summer camps, our Pee-wee sports camps, tennis, all that good stuff. And then we also have tennis instructors who do mostly tennis, but on days that we don't have tennis, they'll come over and they'll help our other programming.
Yeah, it's a good summer job. You're outside, you're doing recreation thing. I mean, it can't get any better, right?
That's right. Enjoy the outside, be active all summer, make great friends, give back to your community. And who doesn't like making a little bit of money?
Those are all pluses right there. FitchburgWI.gov under our careers page, where you can find all of those job openings and more information there. Switching over to program signups, it is time. And if you haven't already, well, it's okay. You could get on a wait list.
Yeah, so all of our spring programming is open, and there are some that are full already, but the caveat is that you need to put yourself on the wait list, because Chad and I are always working overtime to try and get more kids into programs, or if it's a sport, try and make more teams. So if you get to the program you want to be in and it's full, put yourself on the wait list. You might still get in. You probably will still get in, honestly.
Which is even better yet, because you are looking for activities for those kiddos, and we have some great ones there. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's a great lineup there. Spring break programs. You've got some plans for folks to help with the spring break.
Yes, we do. We are partnering with CI Pediatric Therapy to put these programs on. They are trained professionals in pediatric recreation and other pediatric pursuits, such as therapy, recreational, occupational, that kind of thing. So these are going to cover all of the school districts in Fitchburg, Verona, Madison, and Oregon. So we've got programs throughout kind of those 2 weeks. And I think Madison has like the Friday before theirs off also. So we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got a young detectives program where you're going to solve mysteries. We've got a young yogis program where we're going to get in tune with our inner peace and kind of work on mindfulness, self-regulation, and do some yoga, obviously. We've got a STEM program. So we're going to do fun science, engineering, math, great activities, to get kids having fun while learning. We're also going to do a crafts program. So we're going to focus on, being creative and working on our fine motor skills, making fun projects. And then we've also got peace of mind, similar to young yogis, but a little bit different. We're going to focus on, kind of working through the stresses of life that will be, affecting us from the age group that this is aimed at, 6 to 9, but also through the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and you got to get to the recreation site, and you can learn more. So certainly get signed up, and like you said, you got it for all the school districts, which is awesome. So I think that's even a bonus yet for all the kiddos to join. Just looking ahead here, and because today marks the end of mass and public spaces, what is your program going to look like moving forward with the mask mandates, or not having a mask mandate now, unless things change?
Yeah, so we are following the guidance, which is that masks are now optional for all programs. Doesn't matter that they're indoor. So if you want to wear a mask, you feel more comfortable in that, obviously you're more than welcome to, but it is no longer a requirement.
Yeah, and you'll just remind everybody when they sign up that that's part of it. And for people who want to learn more about the programs and how to sign up, how can they do that?
Yep. So they can go to fitchburgwi.gov/recreation, and all of our program listings will be there. I know we talked about spring break programs, but there is a lot more coming up this spring. Dance classes, other STEM programs like chess and robotics, soccer, baseball. It's coming up fast. So get signed up.
Yeah, and like you said, if you get on the wait list, that's okay. You might have an opportunity to get back in and still do things. And there's more activities to come, right? I mean, you guys are always looking for new things.
That's right. We sure are. And summer stuff is going to go up here. You know, we have baseball and softball up, but more of our summer stuff is going to go up here soon at the beginning of March. So keep an eye out for that.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go sign up right now. So I'm gonna get there. Well, it looks like all I can sign up for is some yoga and esports. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yoga, esports, or you could do the Be Active Wisconsin Community Fitness Challenge. That starts today, but you can still sign up until March 14th.
Yeah. Do I look like an active person? I need some yoga. I'm too much out here. I need to be down here.
Yeah, but anybody can do Be Active. All you need to do is try and do conscious activity. It could just be going for a walk.
That sounds like too much for me.
Maybe typing,
this is good.
You know, you're vigorously typing.
No, I do think if you haven't signed up for that Be Active, that's good. That's a good reminder that is starting up. So, all right, CC, thank you so much for your time, and we'll look forward to checking back in with you next month.
Yes, can't wait.
You're like, yeah, not again. All right, we'll wrap it up here. Check the recreation site for the latest information. If you haven't got your guide, by the way, the spring guide is out and it is awesome. You should get a copy of that and check that out for the activities and more. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So. I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day. And I want to thank Cece for helping us out with the recreation update. Appreciate her time. And if you haven't checked out the website, fitchburgwi.gov/recreation, you need to do so as those classes are filling up fast. And as mentioned, get on that wait list. That's so important because you never know when something's going to open up. We know how busy it is when how packed those schedules are for the kiddos and yourselves too. Just saying. And while you're watching those kiddos, you can watch Fact TV too. What a day.